Hey, I'm Jason Kane, the Wholesale Director here at Greater Goods Coffee. Today, I'm excited to show you how to make a flash iced coffee utilizing the Kalita Wave Coffee Brewer. Let's get started. So, here are the things you're going to need to pull this off. It's not a lot of stuff, but it's important that you have all this. First of all, we have here a gooseneck kettle. Inside the kettle is 208-degree water, aka water that's just off boil. Over here, moving right along, we have our Kalita brew setup, which entails a filter, the Kalita Wave Brewer, and here's the carafe that has 150 grams of ice. Down here, you'll notice we have a scale that has a built-in timer. You may not have a scale with a built-in timer, and that's okay. You can just use your phone as a timer or any other thing that you might have. Additionally, you're going to want some pretty good coffee in here. We are using our Fresh Perspective Ethiopian. The reason being is we find that this coffee really shines in this brew method. It brings out a lot of the bright fruit notes, delicious body, and it's just a delightful and refreshing coffee. So we're going to be using 23.5 grams of Fresh Perspective. And last but not least, of course, you'll need your favorite cup. Let's begin. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to pre-wet our paper filter. Now this is to get any impurities from the manufacturing process out of this filter. So we just kind of give it a little once over with our water and let that drain out into any other vessel you might have lying around. Whatever floats your boat there, kids. Once that's done draining, we're going to set it atop of our carafe, and we'll add our 23.5 grams of coffee. Now this is ground at a medium coarseness. If you use a Baratza Encore grinder, you're going to be looking at between 14 and 16 setting on there, but just a medium grind like you might use for a drip coffee maker. So we're going to put that right inside of our filter. I like to give it a little thing to even it out there. We'll need to tear out our scale, and we'll begin by doing a 40-gram bloom on this, and we'll let that sit for 30 seconds. Now this really helps get the best extraction we can out of this nice coffee. Setting my timer, and off we go. So as I mentioned, we're doing a 40-gram bloom, and we're gonna let this sit for 30 seconds. I really, really believe in you. I also believe in Santa Claus. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply 40-gram pulses to reach a total water weight of 200 grams. I really like the word pulses. Use it in cooking a lot. You know, I do a lot of things at home with my food processor, and guess what my favorite setting is? Pulse setting. It takes a little bit of mental arithmetic to remember what your next stopping point is. Math is hard, but you know, if I had a calculator watch instead of this watch, it would be much easier. When the coffee stops dripping, all you'll need to do is remove this Kalita Wave, set it on top of another device you might have. Let that finish up. Now you're gonna wanna swirl all this together so that the different levels of extraction are fully incorporated. You're gonna notice that a lot of the ice you first put in there is melted. That's part of the charm of this. It helps give it a really nice crisp flavor. And then what you're gonna do is decant it over some fresh ice and enjoy. I always like this on a porch somewhere. It seems like a really nice genteel thing. Just watching the birds outside, enjoying a nice cup of this.